threshold, man. Usually once you get these little 5, 6, 7 game win streaks, man, especially when you're ranked, you get the bullshit. But we're going to see, man, see if we can keep what we had going these last few days alive. You know, we're going to see. They going to let me just play football, or they going to try to cheat me? We going to see, though. Could be anything. Watch, I might be one of them disconnect losses. It's like you're not winning no more. It wouldn't surprise me. And then we'll have to start it over again. But here we go.
DDA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On play action, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside.
Because he's doing this, we're going to win the game. You're never supposed to chew clock on the first possession.
The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Cowboys.
All right, we're going to win this game. He took too long to score.
Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Took too long to score, my guy. All I got to do now is match your energy. Take the lead going in a half. I get ball at half.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
I always want to score fast on your first possession. Because you know you're not getting ball at halftime. You got to score fast and play defense, try to get a turnover. Madden 101 logic.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity.
You know what that is. I shouldn't have to say anything. Y'all know what that is.
Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Stidham, off play action. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 44 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion.
Better learn how to match personnel. Get out of that 4-4. Defense, just make one stop, bro. We got this.
Send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Inside give to Elliott, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw.
Keep spamming. Get out of that formation. I done found a hot spot. Let's go.
As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
One thing about me, you cannot spam the same formation over and over and over. I'm going to find a way to penetrate it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect.
You might want to punt that, bro.
Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
You got Darren Waller, why not? You don't want to cover him? He gonna get the ball. Get out of that 4-4, bitch.
48 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on.
Get out of that 4-4.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Devontae wide open, so hit him again.
Right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time they failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he takes this near the 25.
Love taking free shots on this fast guy. Free shots.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing it in.
ID him, you're going to let Crosby shed. Come on.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Free shot.
Still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going.
Feeling a little woozy, ain't you? He's going to change it up, because I see something I could probably do a little bit better. You do it with him. That way he going to make you fumble.
Prescott. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rocky right there, my guy.
He's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
Crosby. Come on, man.
And he couldn't quite get there.
Had him.
Tackled down at the 1. Now here's Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone.
I have to take Pico out of there. If he don't do that, he can't tackle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end.
I don't want to force an interception and make any bad plays. It kind of has a negative effect in the second half, so just kind of get some positive yards.
And it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for
Get out of that 4-4.
a fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half,
Get out of that 4-4.
You've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my
Get out of that 4-4.
break this streak of offense?
Get out of it. Call timeout.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left.
Told you to get out of it.
And he's got room.
Get out of that 4-4.
Out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now.
Get out of it.
2 carries in the ball game.
Okay. I told you, get out of it.
All of a sudden, they've got a first down in the red zone.
Touch pass needs to go over, EA.
Picked off by Anthony Barr.
Touch pass needs to go over, EA.
Take over at their own 28-yard line. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the
Stop
position
bailing them
we
out.
wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Farrell over here. He's a little bit better at block shedding. I can put
He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief.
we got Bilal back on the inside.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. It'll be a handoff to Pollard.
Too much traffic, bro. Stop spamming.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and...
Yeah, go ahead and quit, bitch.
Run for Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down.
Stop spamming.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Pollard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Come on, man. Well, you got to make that now.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So the Cowboys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is
Really, y'all gave him that. Really, EA.
attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th.
Man was stopped, and they know it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And he's got it.
What did you get out of that 4-4, bro?
We are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is more
you gotta do better than that, man.
type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard.
Oh, come on, Perryman.
112 yards.
You gotta do better than that, man. That's you.
Tremendous all day long.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Allen.
Moment to fall forward. Perryman, you gotta do better than that now.
4 yards to pick up, first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep on the ground with Allen.
There we go. That's what I want, Perryman.
Perryman there to bring him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pollard.
Good impact block, Diablo.
He stopped right around the 13. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and 4th.
Need you to take those linemen out just like that.
They'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down. Pollard. And he's got the
holding
down as he gets it to the 8. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game. And you're trying to
that's always going to bite you in the ass in the 4th quarter. You might want to turn that off.
Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it.
Way to shoot that gap.
He is not going to get to the goal line.
You ID'd the wrong one, bitch. I sent both safeties after your ass in the same gap. Knew you were going to pick one up. Can't pick both of them up from a single back.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Stidham. And the coverage terrific there.
Yeah.
Knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stidham. He hits Adams complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Stidham's throw taken in by Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Stidham to throw it. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
Told you to get out of that 4-4.
The always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
They'll try and run.
Told you to get out of that 4-4.
And he will get in to take the lead. The conversion is successful, and now it'll be up to the defense to hold this 2-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now you're in uncharted territory, my guy. You can't run the ball anymore.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit
In that timeout. Thank you.
All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll have another first down as he gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Completes it to Hilton. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Oh, they get to the football.
Dumbass.
It's picked up a lot.
Told you I was going to win the game. Playing too conservative.
He's at the 30. 10, 5.
You like them apples. We clutch over here. We clutch. He thought he was going to kick a field goal. He thought shit looked sweet over here. One more for Shadow, man. DDA tried to help him plenty of times, man. He had Devontae dropping balls. I'm like, bruh. Kept giving him fall forward animations. I'm like, bruh. End of the day, man. Look. Passing the ball, bro. 4 touchdown passes, bro. This man, he's scared to throw, man. You cannot be scared to throw. You're not going to win running the ball the whole game. Like, come on now. I get down the field faster passing. I'm not going to eat no clock. I'm just going to let you keep running. You going to look how many carries this man had. Fatigue starts to set in, bro. You keep running the ball. As he, like, bro, 22 carries, 11 carries. Come on, man. You got to do better than that. I only carried with, like, 3 times, and I had like 70 yards. It's like this man running for his life the whole game, and he didn't really. Jacobs probably, like, if I would have ran with Jacobs, it wouldn't have been fair. Look at Devontae, bro. Yeah, had more catches and yards than everyone combined. Perry, when you did your thing, you had a few fucking tackles that I was like, bruh. Boy, well, getting some good tackles, but still, gotta work on it. Had to change up some stuff in the 4-3-6-1 to stop that wing tight shit. What I was doing was, he was gonna pick up my user blitz, so I'm gonna kind of show you what I had to do. Because I knew he was running, but I didn't want to run commit, because run commit, you know, they start hitting with play action. I wasn't sure if he was going to do that. But to stop what he was doing, it's like some type of inside zone split or a weak zone run. I'm not sure. We're about to look at it though, so I can show you how we slowed it down. Let's see. Find some plays. I can get it off right there, and ain't going to have no highlights for the other ones. Gotta find one where I stuffed them. I don't think I started doing it until the 4th quarter. See, I hit him for the backfield. I think this is after, after I made this swap. See, what happens is at tight end, when you slide that guy in, that tight end's responsible for picking you up. You see that? So he's trying to chase me, but I've already passed and went into the backfield. So sometimes gap assignment, you can force that, you know? Now what I ended up doing was, once he started picking me up and I knew he was going to run, you see the single high safety, I had to user blitz him and then move him over so that he would shoot the same gap I was going through. I'm trying to find a highlight where I did that. Just bear with me. They have one. Probably not. Stidham's drive. See, I tried to do it right here, but I don't think I got the right leverage on it. He had that cut, and I shot too. He quick hiked me. That's why I couldn't slide that D-line over like I wanted. See, that was my gap right there. I should have shot it instead of going that way because the center went after the safety. That was my gap right there. See, he was like running like a zone split or a trap run. Not sure. But I ended up having to take a block on, which is not what I wanted. I want a guy that can get a good block shed. So I'm trying to see. Perryman out of position. I probably should have flipped the play. Like the one time that he actually got something, or it was bullshit. Like I had him stop. But he had the aggressive fucking blocking on too, so he ended up paying for it. But I had to show y'all in practice mode what I was doing because they're not gonna let me show you from the highlights. I always have to improvise on defense. Like I don't spam my defense. I try to take away what you're trying to do. You know, especially if you keep coming out in the same offense, like bro, you're not gonna sit there and run the same offense the whole game and win. So I'm just kind of going to practice mode. Before I do though, I want to see if that guy was ranked or anything and playing like a fucking cheesehead. How you play like that, bro? You're not even ranked, bro. Like, come on now. See, Madden will do that. They'll match you up with unranked people, man, and just make games close for no reason like that. Like the game almost cheated me, but we overcame. Well, let me show you what I was doing, fellas, because we got to give y'all some lessons in the process. I actually got a good setup for the 4-4 front that I like. I probably might put Chandler on the edge. I'm not sure. I mean, he do got better block shed and stuff, but might have to. Alright, so we'll try Chandler, bro. Maybe we'll give him a chance. Alright, so we're gonna put Chandler right there, and then you're gonna put Bilal Nichols right there. You're gonna keep Andrew Billings. You keep your best block shedders on the line. Now, as far as your linebackers go, you're gonna put Diablo as your Will, and you're gonna have to put Jayon Brown as your Sam. Okay. Now, what I was doing, I don't think it was wing pair. It was like some type of wing. Yeah, I don't have it, but anyway, you're running like a 26 duo or whatever. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to blitz that safety and see how I moved him. See how his gap changes when you move him. You can pick which gap you want him to fill. So if you're not sure, you want two guys to go through the same gap because one's going to get picked up. He's going to be the second guy through. Okay? So that's the first thing you need to do. Now, if the slide linebacker, this should still be. So actually, that should be good. And then what I do last is I'll crash that D-line out. And then I'll come in there and take a block on. And we'll slow it down. We'll show you why blitzing that safety instead of run committing is going to be more useful. Because what's going to happen, a lineman's going to have to pick him up. See how the linemen have to go up the field to pick him up? So if I come off that backside, see, he had 2 impact blocks. I could probably came off that backside. Chandler, you got to block shed better, my guy. Or I might just leave that D-line as he is, since it's a run. And I'll have to spread them, I guess. Check your run fit. You want him to go to the same gap that linebacker is going. Don't bring them too close, because you want to pull the lineman up the field so that you can open up room. See, that's going to take that inside gap away. That's gap assignment football. You're not going to always just try to have guys go into where the ball is going. You want to take that gap away. So see, if he's running it and that safety isn't there, he's going to go up that gap. But because we're covering that gap with that safety blitzing him, it takes that away. Okay? Just something that you guys can start doing. Whatever. Just check your run fits. See who's in run fits, who's not. So like I might be like, okay, I want to take this outside gap away. Okay? I might want to user this and this time. Every gap should be covered. Now I do have a 2-gap read right here. So I could play off him. So I could run it like this. Look at there. I'm going to show you how blitzing that one guy is going to change up block sheds. It's going to create block sheds. Because now he's in a run fit assignment. Someone has to go pick him up. See how that tight end has to go pick him up? So he goes out of the field, he realizes, oh shit, he's coming. You know? So sometimes just doing that, just blitz him. That way he can't kick it outside. Just check your run fits. You can probably just run it like this. So if this matches up, we're real good. Look there. You want to get good at, like, I like this 4-3 versus these wing sets. It's got some good potential. Sometimes you have to slide your linebackers and whatnot based off the type of runs they're using. Sometimes you have to play with the D-line shifts or whatever. Look at that. Close it up. Just blitzing that one guy, and you know if they run anything to that side of the field, you can cover it. Like, you'll give up your third, but you can cover it. Like, you don't want to give up the third as much. You could just put a mid-read on the field. He's still going to play his run fit, you know? So that's just some added, you know, when you user blitz one of those guys, they're now adding to the run fits equation. See, like, if I just put him in a zone, right? His original assignment. You check the run fits, notice he's not in a run fit. Okay, so some people, they just be like, you know, they give up, they run commit, and then they just send everybody and they fight for play action. You ain't got to do that. All you got to do is you just take one of these guys in the secondary and just blitz him instead of run committing. Okay? Now, you could possibly just press him if you want to blitz him, because you know he's playing that run fit to the outside. So, okay. That way you can do that instead of run commit and close gaps up a little bit. Be very disciplined if you're going to be with the safety, though, especially if you put a mid-read on the field. You have to be very disciplined with a safety. Because what happens when I put that mid-read on, I think I take that 2-gap read away. No, it's still there. me try it again. Put some original assignment mid-read. Try not to slide the line. Usually the best way to send them is from over here, the weak side. There you go. You get them on the weak side. That's what you want to do. The weak side. So bring him over here. Put your mid-read. Blitz the outside. So if anything crosses over, you can take it. Here. Come off that backside, open up for your linebacker. Sometimes you got to take a block on. Now, this is where you kind of get into the impact blocks portion of the segment. We'll see. Like, we'll come down. We know that we're not going to make the tackle. We're just going to go down, cut stick on a linebacker or a lineman. So this time we'll come through and then we'll just chop down on the stick. Take a lineman out. If you know you're not going to make a play, make it easier for your guys in the run fits. Make it easier for them. Just cut down on the chopstick. Right there. Bam. Take him out. Take one guy out, man. It's just like playing chess out there, you know? You don't see too many people use the impact block on defense. It's easier. Take them out. Boom. Took two guys out with one chopstick. So that's just one way of playing gap assignment football without having to commit. You know, you could just boom, take him over there. We know that we're going to hit the cut stick, take a block out, make it easier for someone else to make a play. Your user's not going to make all the user tackles and all the user plays. Like that's where people get it messed up. You know, like you're not going to be able to do that. So you're going to have to make plays like this. You just take somebody out. Just cut down on them. Slow it down for you guys. And I think I hit it a few times. Especially if you're playing run spammer. Look at her. Boom. Just take them out. That's what they're doing to you, right? So they trying to impact block you. Why not impact block them? Just have everybody fall down. Dominoes fall. Okay? That's if you're playing a run spammer. Because you can also wear those linemen out with that technique. Don't go high. If you try to go high with it, it's not always necessarily going to work. You try to do it on receivers, man, and it's a passing game. You're going to get flagged for pass interference. Just go low. I'm going to put my food in the oven real quick. And then take me a breather. Because I can't play like long periods of time. Because y'all know what happens, man, when you play consecutively, especially when you got a win streak. You can't let each session just keep going and going. Because, see, usually the threshold is that 100 games. See, I'm 100 games over. Usually once you hit that 100 game threshold, that's where they try to make you lose. Okay, they're not going to let you, like, legit. Look at these leaderboards. Like, people are within 100, give or take. Look. That's like 90 games over. Y'all see? You're not going to see too many people exactly 100 games over. I'm probably the only one that's exactly 100 over. I may be the only one that's exactly 100 over. I don't see anybody else that's exactly 100 over. But I know it's within that threshold. Yeah, I'm probably like the only person in Regs with 100 games over. How you like them apples? You got someone with 70 over. They're not gonna let them, but you see their streak. So okay, so he's got a 15 game streak, but he's a little bit over 100. He's a little bit over 100. Vikings 14-4 PA against. Come on, man. Really, this guy gotta be a clock chewer. He's gotta be a clock chewer. What? He can't even run the ball? Like, yeah, he's gotta be a, like, balanced offense clock chewer. Probably dink and dunk offense. Doesn't run hot routes, so he probably has a. He probably has like one of those like West Coast offenses or something, like those generic playbooks. Usually you'll catch stuff like that. Kind of pay attention to the names a little bit. You don't really see too many people 100 over. But we looking though. So far, I only seen one other besides me. They close, but they not there. And they close, but they not there. So it's just really 2 people within my rank threshold. Now, if I go in the top 100, you just look right here. These motherfuckers play too much. Like, how do you play that many games? Like, I play every day. Now, I know that I play like roughly 400 MUT games, give or take 700 MUT games maybe. But still though, that, Jesus fucking Christ, bro, that's bad. Couldn't live with myself taking 1,000 losses to get 1,700 losses to get 2,000 wins. It's not worth it, bro. This guy cheats. I actually beat him. I got matched up with him on stream and beat him. I gave him one of them losses. I do remember that because I think one of my friends was like, yo, this guy's ranked top 5 every year, and I straight up beat him like he was nothing. Trying to see if there's anybody on here. It's like most of the people that I used to play, they might be on PS5 now. I don't know some of these people. Some of these people they not good. Like, you can just look at the record and tell it's not good. That one's sus. Anytime you see a record like that, that's like damn near a 2-1. That's sus. That's suspect as hell. Because there's no way. And you're using this thing ain't right, because it's got me saying I use the Buccaneers, and I don't fucking use the Buccaneers. I don't know why they got that shit like that. That shit's broken. So you mean to tell me that I have to play 500 games to get to the top spot? Give or take. I have to win. I can't take 800 losses. So I cannot. If I get 500 wins in a row, yeah, like that's gonna happen. You know how this game does you, bro. Like, you have your ups and your downs. I don't know. But I know when the threshold that I'm at, so it's 100 wins. So I guess once I get to the top 100, it's like going to be 200 plus wins. You got to be over to be in the top 100. So we will definitely make some accommodations. Try to teach you guys some more stuff on the road. We have our win streak. It's going strong right now, but you never know. You might get that oh shit game. You might play a spammer like I just did that thinks that he's going to win with a field goal. They get blocked, but you know how that goes. Fellas, like I said, I'm gonna take a breather. And we will be back later after I get something to eat. Because you know, your boy got to have something in his stomach so I can be 100%. All right? Peace.